Good morning, everybody. I wanted to do a quick video before I went to work this morning about the memorial. I have been having a brutal time since my memorial crash, and I thought maybe if I made a video, it would help just kind of get some of these feelings out and maybe let me sleep. I haven't really been sleeping since the memorial crash. I've been waking up like 6 or 7 times with panic attacks, having panic attacks all day long. So I'm not sure if this is PTSD rearing its ugly head or what. So just thinking back on the memorial crash, just the minute we walked in, it was literally like what's a little league when they line up on both sides and everybody has to high five each other. When Shemay and I walked in, it was people lined up on both sides and everybody greeted you. They had babies in their hands to say hi, like waving at you, and like just, it was just like this horrifying love bombing. And just looking at all these faces and saying hi to these people, knowing that you were about to become enemy number one, was quite terrible. We sat down, we were like 20 minutes early because I went to old Maggie mode and had to get there super early. So, because I did want a middle seat. So we got there, the brothers found us a seat, and then there was just sisters all around us, and they were giving us their Bible, their songbook, just everything, being overly loving. And it was just so hard. Shemay handled it so well. She was just like so kind to everybody, and I was just being like antisocial, kind of just nodding my head and smiling, not wanting to talk to them, really, because I knew in about a half an hour I was gonna be hated. So it was hard for me to deal with that. And just sitting through, I think it was like 40 minutes of that talk, was brutal. It just really hit me hard that we wasted so much of our time and energy and mental energy spent on this bullshit. Just the lies and the lies and the lies. And then the brother brought up the stupid polar bear, how every kid's gonna have a bear and get to play with it, and how we're gonna see this little kid playing with a polar bear. And that just triggered so much, because it's so much lies. It's just constant lies there, and just these promises that they know are never gonna happen. And the brother on stage, I mentioned this a couple times, he jokingly said he couldn't find a Bible scripture because he was so used to using a tablet. That to me blew my mind. I mean, I could have gotten on the stage and found the scripture for him, and I haven't looked at a Bible for 7 or 8 years. So just the hypocrisy there was disgusting. And then I get up and say my whole spiel, and which I didn't think I would get through, because I didn't think that, I thought they would have been on me in 5 seconds. I mean, this is the Bronx. Like, these are tough people. I love the Bronx. I'm not saying anything about that. That's one of my favorite places in the city. I love to explore the Bronx. But it's a tough place to live. And the fact that they all sat there like dead zombies, it killed me. It just, it did the opposite of the Warwick protest. It made me feel small, and they didn't care. They didn't care what I was saying. They didn't care about the names that I mentioned. And I didn't really expect them to, but I expected their anger to fuel my hate fire. Just, you know, not that I wanted what happened to Zeb and Stacy and Asher, but that's what I expected. So to have that much time to talk, and I really didn't take advantage of it. I should have said more. I should have talked about how they're rejecting Jesus, and just kept talking until I forced them to let me, or to make me leave. But I ran out of things to say. I was so shocked. So just that, and then just, I left, and I felt that same high from Warwick, and then later that night, you know, after I left Shemay's, I was crippled by anxiety. I couldn't sleep all night. You could tell by my face. I look like garbage right now. I haven't been sleeping. I got up like 4 or 5 times last night, and I woke up mid-panic attack. And that hasn't happened since I was Jehovah's Witness. So this is kind of scary. It doesn't feel good. The memorial crash didn't feel good. It didn't feel good at all. I think because I had to sit through more of it, and that that was horrible. I don't want to ever have to sit through a talk again. I don't mind crashing a hall. I'll do it with whoever wants to go, but I won't sit through that whole thing again. I can't. It's just been, it's been a horrible few days. And I mean, I've got such an outpouring of support from everybody. There's only been a couple haters, but I mean, everybody has been so positive, and hopefully it does wake some people up. But I could never sit through it that long again. Just to hear the hypocrisy and have to just take it. And just the brother just seemed so, like, I just always thought these people were so wise, and hearing them now, they sound like the most ignorant people in the world to me. And it's so eye-opening to sit there and just to think of how much mental energy I wasted on that. In the years I should have been focused on school and doing, you know, things for myself and making myself better. I spent, you know, forwarding an organization that only cares about money and doesn't really actually care about the people there. And it just, it broke my heart a little bit. So I'm hoping after I make this video, I'll be able to sleep and not have to deal with panic attacks all day long and all night long, because that is not awesome. But I know a couple of others said that they've been having a hard time after the memorial, so I'm hoping that this will pass. I'd like to drink coffee again. But I'm not going to say I'm not going to ever do this again, because I know myself and I'm going to keep doing this. But it didn't feel good. And I want it to feel like I'm accomplishing something. And to talk to the people there that were like zombies didn't feel like I was accomplishing anything. Hopefully people watch my video and that accomplishes something. But for right now, I don't know. I hope so. But I did want to mention I did set up an email. It's theapostatefamily@gmail.com. If anybody is leaving the organization and just needs somebody to talk to. I'm not a therapist. I can't help you in any way like that. But if you need somebody to talk to and, you know, just to compare how it feels on the outside, there's so much support. There's so many people there. I mean, I've made the best friends. I've said it a million times, but I feel more supported and surrounded by actual friends than I've ever felt in my entire life. So if you are thinking of leaving, just know that there's a huge net out here to catch you. All right, guys? That's all I wanted to say. Hope it works. Fingers crossed I can sleep tonight. Bye.